Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 2019. I do hope that this video finds you all well, whether you are watching for yourself or cross-watching for another individual with Capricorn placements. Hello and welcome. I would really like to do a shout out and thank you to all of you who have been supporting this channel, especially those of you since the very beginning with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. Capricorn was one of my first large audiences. I remember when the third Capricorn video I did broke 30K. It was just absolutely amazing, and it was just such a sign for things to come. And I feel like I've really been on this journey with all of you for quite some time. I know Capricorn has had a really intense year, so thank you for letting me put out these messages for all of you. It's been an absolute gift working with you, not only in these general readings, but also in the personals as well. It's just, I really love your sign. It's great. Thank you so much. I'm also very excited to announce that we just broke 25,000 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much. Again, it really is a gift to be part of this tarot community on YouTube. I hope you feel as welcome on this channel as you have made me feel in your own lives. It's absolutely incredible. It's quite surreal, really. So thank you again. As a token of my gratitude, I'm going to be offering another giveaway for a chance to win a free personal reading or Reiki session with me. I'm going to be launching that on my Instagram in probably about a week or so. I would definitely follow me on all of my social media and hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. I'm going to be blasting all of my accounts, all of the pages, making sure everyone has their chance to enter and win. I am also going to be doing future giveaways as well, so if you'd miss out on this one or you don't win, don't lose hope. There will be more to come. I have all the links in my social media box. I have all of the links in the description box for my social media accounts, as well as links for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations for those of you who feel so called. Now, for those of you who are brand new to this channel, I actually do like to start off these general monthly readings with a brief astrological report of what is going on in the stars. I have a blog post down below in the description box with the dates for the specific aspects and transits. If you're not interested in this at all, I will invite someone to leave a comment with a timestamp to skip ahead, so you can just look in the comment section and go straight to the reading. Although personally, I find that the astrology really does complement the tarot very well, and it can also give you a good sense of what might be happening when specifically. And you know, for you Capricorn, it's really interesting. October is kind of a big month. I feel like September was a big month for a lot of you too, because you had Saturn retrograde in your sign, which went direct in September. We now have Pluto going direct in your sign in Capricorn on October 3rd. So there have been a lot of blockages, a lot of pressure, a lot of transformation that you've been going through, which has been going on for you since April. And, you know, I think you're finally starting to see the results of things, finally seeing the fruits of your labor. For those of you who have done what you've needed to do, who have passed the test of Pluto, because both Pluto and Saturn, they will test you, they will push you. Pluto actually will strip you and bring you back down to nothing. And if you have felt like you have just not been able to move forward in your life, I know this is something that's been happening with Capricorns in a lot of my readings. If you feel like you have just been prevented from going forward, then good news for you. You are finally going to move forward, and not only are you going to get back what you have lost, I dare say you are going to get that and then some if you have been doing the work that you have needed to do. That is kind of the influence of Pluto, even though it is considered a malefic. When you allow yourself to be transformed, when you allow the universe to really step in and help sculpt you, you will get back what you have lost, and you will have even more to show for it. So it's actually not all so bad. And you know, this is really, it's happening and hitting you in very personal ways, with this all happening in your first house. You know, in September And for the first part of October, we are moving through Libra, which is your 10th house, your midheaven. This is the highest point in the sky from the moment you are born. For those of you who are Capricorn rising, at least most of you who are Capricorn rising, there will be some lenience. It really does help to know your actual chart for a lot of this. But with this in general being Capricorn's 10th house, there's a lot of focus on career. Some of you have already been focusing on this in September. You've been making strides going forward, really focusing on your role in the world that might be becoming clearer. And now with Pluto going direct in your sign, I feel like the brakes have just, been taken off. You're very free right now, and you have a lot of potential available to you. You also have some very nice energy with Scorpio right now, because you sextile all of the planets moving through Scorpio. So there's a lot of opportunities for you to work with these energies, to work very synergistically. Scorpio is your 11th house. So, networking. You might just be networking with people. You might just have a big break on social media, or if you work online, it could be a very opportune time for you to do that as well. And really just putting yourself out there in the world, really socializing with people, getting to know people, branching out. You'll have a lot of benefit if you do that, especially with the sextiles between Pluto and Saturn, with the inner planets, which are Mars, Mercury, Venus. I think that's all of them, and the Sun. I feel like I missed one. Someone in the comments will get it. It doesn't really matter. Those inner planets sextiling with Saturn and Pluto in your sign, there's a lot of potential for you this month. I will say, however, that with all of the stuff moving through Scorpio, there is the what is it? Uranus in Taurus, which is the opposite of all the planets moving through Scorpio. So you're going to be really challenged in a lot of ways. The way that you socialize with people, the way you approach people, you might have to change the way you do that. But if you do, there is some big rewards. There is a big payout. I do feel like with Uranus in your 5th house, which is in Taurus, the way you approach your creativity, the way you approach children, fruit you bear, in any sense of that word, as well as just pleasure, your happiness, your sense of joy, your friendships, even romance. You might be having some revolutions there, some really big changes happening for you in that area of your life. Could be new people coming in, could be people leaving. Definitely some changes in relationships, especially when Venus is opposing Uranus. I want to say on the 12th. Again, I have the blog post down below with all the specific dates and times for all of that. But I do feel like there might be some challenges there. But again, if you overcome them, you have a lot of potential this month, especially with, the new moon in Scorpio on the 28th. I want to say, yes, the 28th. It is going to be a really powerful time for you to set intentions. And Scorpio being your 11th house, it also has to do with divine intervention. That's something not a lot of people realize about the 11th house. It's Aquarian energy, it's Uranian energy. And it's very transformative. It's the only master number in astrology, the 11th house. So make a wish for that new moon on the 28th. And it will come true for a lot of you. That is a very, very powerful time. Do a ritual, do something, write an intention down, manifest, do something with this powerful window that you have, especially if it involves your place in the world, your legacy, social media, putting yourself out there, because this is your 11th house. And someone may just come in and hand this to you. it really could happen. It never hurts to try, right? We do also have the full moon in Aries on October 13th. That is going to be a really good time to get in touch with yourself. Aries is all about ego, it's all about drive and perseverance, you know, forward movement, and really taking in that energy, really going full steam ahead with things, and letting go of blockages, surrendering blockages that no longer serve you, especially as the moon begins to wane. That influence is leaving your life. So it's a good time to attach things to that lunar cycle to let go of, because the moon will take them away from you. As the moon vanishes, you can physically feel the energy fading in your life. So that can be really, really powerful and an optimal time to let things go. And I believe for you, Aries would be, sorry, doing some quick math, that is your 3rd house. So again, communication. Really communicating, putting yourself out there. That is such a big theme for you this month. And learning new things. I think there's a lot of potential here for you. And again, you know, it could just be in a conversation. You might hear about an amazing opportunity. Really work with this, and I think you'll do very, very well for this month. All right, I think that's enough of that. Again, if you want more of the astrological information for October 2019, I have the link in the description box down below. You can also find the blog post for last month as well if you're interested in that. I am going to start shuffling now. We are looking at the energy coming into September, or for October for you, which could be occurring in September, or for some of you, it could be a little further back as well. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, meaning not all of the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you specifically. Some of the messages may also come in the reverse, so if there is another person, it could be your own energy, or vice versa. Your own energy could be someone in your life around you, especially if you are cross-watching. You very well could be coming up as the other person here. Now, if you would like greater clarity, or if this reading just doesn't resonate very strongly with you, you are welcome to check out the videos for your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I have a link for a natal chart calculator in my description box if you don't know what those are, and you can check out those videos. If you're interested in love or relationship readings, I actually have Heart of the Matter love readings on my channel as well. I have them all under one playlist now. They are timeless, so you can either look and see what messages pop up, or just go to the most recent one and see if that resonates with you at all. Yeah, so lots of resources. And of course, there's lots of other amazing readers as well. My friend Ellie is also an amazing reader. She has her channel, The Starlight Archivist. You can find that actually under the featured channel section on my page. Let me see. What are the messages for Capricorn? Ooh, okay. One more. Some heavy energy you've been dealing with. Not surprised, Capricorn. You really have. It's been a year, you know. And again, this might not be referring to September. This could be going a little further back. One more card, please. One more message. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Wow. Okay. We have the Ten of Wands, the Tower, and the Two of Swords came out together. And the Hanged Man. I get the sense that for some of you, there is this delaying the inevitable. I'm seeing something being blocked off here. You know the limits of something. This could be involving work, could be involving home, your day-to-day life. There's some sort of blockage here, especially with the Two of Swords. Again, some sort of blockage could be involving an Aries or Scorpio, potentially, with the Tower energy here. This is Mars energy. Possibly even a Pisces as well for some of you with the Hanged Man. What I'm really seeing, though, is you've been working very hard. There's been a lot of burden that you've been carrying. Some of you may have had to let that go. There may have been a tower moment involved with somebody else, especially if you're in a relationship, or we're in a relationship, I should say. Although I get the sense with the Two of Swords, there is the sense of delay, as well as the Hanged Man showing up in your communication, in your psyche, in your mind, your headspace. There's something you're pausing. You know this is coming. You see this. You know, this is not going to take you by surprise if something is being delayed. You already know what it is. You know this situation is not working. You might not be able to do anything about it right now. Maybe that's why the Ten of Wands is showing up, but it's on your radar. And I actually see this as kind of a blessing in disguise, because I am seeing the Star card at the bottom of the deck. I feel like I always say that with the Tower, that whenever something is destroyed in our life, something new comes in. And, you know, I think we kind of say that too much in this spiritual community, in the New Age community. We must let go of something for new things to come in. It's not necessarily true, but if you are holding on to something for dear life and you're not doing what you need to do, then yeah, you can be sure it's going to be lost, because you're using that as an excuse to hold yourself back. Not saying that's even what you're doing, but I do feel like for some of you there is this sense of delay, so it could be the case, honestly. But I see whatever this Tower moment is, whatever this collapse is, there is a star nearby. You know, we have these two arcana. The Star comes right after the Tower. There is this hope, this guidance that you are receiving, a blessing coming in, a wish coming in. And sometimes we do need to have things shaken up. We do need to be brought out of our comfort zone to really reach for something new, to follow something that speaks to our spirit. And I feel like that is happening for you, but it wasn't time. Some of you are feeling kind of stuck in a situation. Maybe you're weighed down by your responsibilities. I do feel like, though, your intuition is very strong, Capricorn. You have a good sense of where things are going right now, and don't doubt that. If you have a bad feeling about a situation, start making your plans now. If you feel like something good is in your sight, if you're going towards something that feels really good for you, keep following that. Even if it feels blocked off to you right now. You might need to be letting go of some things that are holding you back, that are weighing you down, but I see that you're getting there. What is the animal wisdom for Capricorn? Butterfly. Okay, yeah. For people in relationships, there's definitely a change going on here. There's a transformation. Butterfly represents the heart, evolution, change, coming out of your cocoon. I definitely see a transformation happening, especially with the Tower. And it's very, very important that you take care of yourself, because this is very new, precious, delicate energy. Really cultivate this, whatever it is. There is something beautiful here. It's just important that you really nurture and take care of that. And of course, this is all past energy. You already know this. Some of you are healing from a relationship or are bracing for a change in a relationship, which could be happening. I actually think I mentioned Uranus opposing Venus. I believe that is going to be on the 12th of October. Again, you can check the Astrological Forecast blog if you want to make sure that's the right date. I could be wrong. But I do see that there's some sort of change, and it's important for you to engage in self-care and for you to find stability for yourself. Have a ritual each day at the same time, even if it's something small, just a little token of love, whether it's making yourself a cup of tea or, you know, doing yoga or meditation at a certain time, just doing something that's good for you with the intention of loving yourself and making that a ritual. It's going to really help you through this transition. Let's see. I'm very curious now to see what is happening for you at the start of October, what energy is coming in during the month of October. Again, this is probably the first half, But because this is a general reading, this time frame can be a little fluid. Some of you may have already experienced it. Some of you will experience it later. Interesting. So we do have a death card here. There's definitely something that is going to be ending in the first part of October, or there's just going to be a breaking point. You're going to be like, nope, not anymore. Can't do this anymore. I almost feel like this is you, to be honest, because I see this 10 of Wands. You've been carrying a lot of burdens, and you're letting something go. There's a transformation here. You're done. Whatever this was, I'm actually welcoming this death because this seemed really heavy. There's a lot of being tied up, held back. That's coming to an end. You're done with that. You're going forward. That's really nice to see. This is also a Scorpio card too. This is Scorpio energy. And we do have all of these inner planets that have already begun moving through Scorpio. So you are feeling that influence. You are going to be having those sextiles, which is really, really nice. I do see... with this Ace of Cups, there is this new beginning here. There could be new love for some of you, possibly involving a Scorpio. I do have the Two of Wands. Sometimes twin flame energy, if that's your poison. But I see that you're really looking forward to things. You're looking into the future, and there's this sense of renewal. And it's like your horizon is widening. Whatever it is that's ending, it's not a collapse this time. You have more freedom now. You realize that. And it feels good. You're starting over. You're starting fresh, starting anew. Some of you might actually be moving or thinking about moving or taking a trip, going somewhere. Potentially overseas with this Two of Wands. Or vast distances. Seeing into the horizon. You really do have this far-sightedness to you. You know, you had the Hanged Man going into the Two of Wands. You really do have an ability to see the future right now. Even if things in your day-to-day life have been a little blocked off, it's been hard to go through the day-to-day, you have a very clear sense of where things are leading now. Or you will very soon. I'm going to pull another animal card for you, Capricorn. Whoosh! So this dragonfly flew out of the deck. There is definitely a move I think some of you are taking. Your energy might be a little all over the place. I get the sense of a lot of possibilities because I think of the compound eyes of the dragonfly. It can see things from many different angles. If you feel overwhelmed by this, though, which I think some of you will, take a deep breath. That's what the dragonfly energy is all about. It's about this communication between air and water, breath and emotions, communicating from your heart. That's really going to be a big theme for you. It's really important that you preserve this mental clarity that you have, meditating, finding stillness inside of yourself, because dragonfly can be very jittery energy. Although for some of you, I do see this as a sudden change in direction, and it does feel for the better. Even though there is this death card here, something is ending, something is closing out. It feels like good riddance. And this dragonfly card is very Fae-like. There's a lot of magic here. Very interesting. I'm going to pull the last row here. This is for the future, what's around the corner. This could be the second half of October or further out. This is just where all of the energy is currently flowing. The most likely trajectory for you, which it seems like you already know. And really just finding that stillness. Ooh, okay. Nice. One more. I actually want to clarify something here. Show me clearly, why is the Daughter of Swords here? Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They might be coming in towards the end of October. Why is... Ugh, so salty. Okay, show me clearly. I say clearly and I get like half the deck here. It doesn't want me to clarify it right now. Okay, so we're just gonna go for it. We have the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Daughter of Swords. Didn't I say, I feel like some of you are really going to be traveling or looking, expanding your horizons. I do see you are leaving something behind. You are leaving a conflict or tense situation behind. And there's beautiful times ahead. Beautiful, beautiful energy. This can be a card of travel. I really do see that's the case for some of you. Especially with Dragonfly, it could be unexpected. You might be taking an unexpected trip. With this Two of Cups, very, very nice to see. Always nice to see, really. I do feel like there could be new love. Again, we had that Ace of Cups at the start of the month. There might be a commitment coming from that. Especially if this is someone you are working with or someone who wants to move in. That could be what this even signifies for some of you. And again, this is down the road. Doesn't have to be even in October. It's just where this is all going. Some of you, I think you're finally making a choice. You finally have the ability to choose. Because we had this delay. We had this indecision coming into October. And it's like you're finally making this choice. You're finally choosing happiness. However that makes sense, however that applies. And it really is filling you with a lot of joy. There is this horizon in sight. And with this Daughter of Swords, you really are learning, meeting new people, putting yourself out there again. That was kind of a theme. I almost feel like this is an energy around you. Someone who can be a bit blunt. They just say what they're thinking. Maybe that's what you like about them. I feel like Capricorn can kind of be like that too. They're not going to sugarcoat. They're just going to be real. Could be a beautiful connection with this person, especially if they are younger than you. There might also be a little rivalry as well. Sometimes the Daughter of Swords, the Page of Swords, can represent a rival. But it seems like The challenging times are behind you. Whatever it was you were fighting about or disagreeing on, it's almost like there's this truce here with this Two of Cups, this amends, making amends. And you're leaving the past behind. Seems good any way you look at it, to me. It feels positive. I'm going to pull one last animal card for you, Capricorn. Show me clearly. That was a lot. There we go. That popped right out. Eagle. Beautiful. Yeah, again, this is kind of air travel card to me sometimes. Funny story, I've actually like used this card to travel. It's like whenever this card comes up for me, it's usually a travel card. I would pull this card like several times. It started popping up so much for me when I was traveling. I was able to use it to not only pick my destination, also pick my flight, pick the time, pick this very seat. It literally kept popping up and I was like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm just gonna keep following it. So when Eagle card shows up, it's telling me you are on an adventure. You're going to be diving into something brand new, unknown. That's probably why this Daughter of Swords is here as well. You're definitely learning new things, exposing yourself to new stuff. And, you know, for those of you who are in partnership or who are coming into a new romantic connection, there is a lot of potential here because the Eagle card, I always tell the story with the eagle, the mating ritual of the bald eagle is the death spiral. They will lock talons mid-air and circle down towards the earth together and at the very last moment split apart. They do this as a show of trust to really show the other that I got your back, I'm here with you for the long haul. It's like this partnership, this person coming in, even if they seem younger than you, maybe a little immature or that they're still learning, I feel like there's actually a lot of long-term potential there. And that's just one interpretation of this energy. I do feel like you might also be taking this death spiral with the universe itself, dancing with the universe, trusting in the universe, going with that flow and following your intuition, following your joy and trusting it. It's not always going to be an easy or lighthearted ride, but I feel like there is a lot of growth and beauty that can come from that. And it seems like, you know, last month's reading for you, I felt like it was pretty positive, and whatever residual you've been dealing with, I feel like that is just falling away, and you really are coming into something wonderful and new. I'm just doing one more scan here. Yeah, I'm not getting any more messages for you right now, Capricorn. Again, this was a really positive read. I do hope that it was helpful. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what is going on for all of you, what you are looking forward to, because it seems like there's something really great. A lot of you might already be aware of it. I'd love to hear from you. Again, I have the links in the description box for personal readings and Reiki sessions and all of my social media so you don't miss out on that giveaway. I will see you all in the next video. I'm wishing you a happy and blessed October and September. It's all retroactive. But yeah, take care, Capricorn.